Welcome back, guys. Just a short break between our series as we like to crack on and move along with the group stage. I'm joined by Wagamama again for a beautiful series.
Yeah.
Who have we got?
We have Secret versus Mineski. Mineski, who we just watched play, they struggled in Game 1, but really found their groove in Game 2, and now going in against Secret. They need to be on a good roll here, because this is a tough matchup for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If they can squeeze even just one win out in this series, though, they can be pretty happy with themselves. So I think they expect this to be a very tough series. And Team Secret, they banned out the Tiny, first of all. Perhaps they already did some studies on what happened in the last game as well. But we'll see Mineski ban out the Wisp. Will they go for the Winter Wyvern as well? Seems to be just heroes that they don't even like to play against. I was looking back a little bit more. Broodmother, maybe also a hero that traumatized them a little bit.
Traumatized?
Dude.
Demoralized? What other words are there?
Name things that go together more well than Broodmother and trauma. It's just like actually what it is.
Some heavy PTSD. After game 1 against Alliance, but Mineski.
Yeah, I was deployed. I was deployed on the mid lane.
10 seconds remaining.
I saw some shit.
Back in my day, Broodmother was invisible. You kids nowadays don't have a damn clue what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, the good old feeling of dropping a sentry and seeing Spider and their million babies.
They came out of the walls. They came out of the floors. They came out of everywhere. Morphling. I've seen some very interesting things with Morphling recently, and it's banned here, so I'd just like to get your thoughts on it, because I've seen some cool little like Centaur high ground pushes, some nice little Winter Wyvern grabs. You can take Tombstone. Do you think Morphling is overpowered?
I don't think it's overpowered, but I think people have started playing him good enough now that they can abuse how strong he is. I don't necessarily think that it's a too strong hero, but certain players are spamming it. I mean, no one has spammed it a lot in pubs on the mid lane, and so has Topson, and I've played against a lot of these guys. No one actually destroyed me with his Morphling. I was so sad. I don't know. It's been a long time since I was so outclassed in the mid lane against someone, and it would be him, of course. He's like the god of laning mid.
What were you playing?
TA.
Oh dear.
It's supposed to be easy, but he crushed me. I think Morphling in the right hands is overpowered, but only due to the right hands, less so the hero.
Because like that's kind of the answer that I wanted, was the hero, the skill cap of the hero is pretty freaking high.
Yeah,
that's skill.
People are just really good at getting off the right spells. I played against Gork one game. I had Topson playing mid Morphling. So Gork got 2 guys coming in and ganking with him, and Topson killed all 3. Alone.
10 seconds
and
remaining.
That was when he was level 6 or 7.
Was he Was that the hasted Morphling?
Yeah, he was hasted.
Yeah,
it was insane.
I was
just playing. I was just sitting on a side lane, like, okay, thank you, carry me, sir.
They've all gone middle. Well then.
Well then.
Beautiful stuff. Mineski, Necrophos, and Phoenix to start things off. Team Secret with the Rubik for Yapzor, most likely here.
Yeah, Yapzor Rubik, definitely a classic by now.
Oof.
I mean, we're going spicy immediately here. The Drow Ranger comes out
straight away.
Yeah, it is a good hero against Phoenix in many ways. It provides really long range attacks. She's hard to get that Fire Spirit onto before using your egg, and of course the silence is super useful here as well. So it is good here, but Drow early, I mean. It should be even easier to counter than countering something like Broodmother, because you just need heroes that jump her. Anything that closes distance will be strong. So we'll see what Mineski decide to go with here. Tiny would have been amazing, but since it's banned, you need to look to something similar to this hero.
I mean, Mineski banned Storm here, right? This feels like a guaranteed Storm ban.
Yeah, it would be very strong, but I'm not sure that they will do it, though. But yeah, considering their lack of disables, I would like to see it here as well. It pairs up really well with the Drow. Could even see Team Secret go for the Arc Warden.
And Storm's super good against the Necro as well.
Yeah, he is.
Being able to gap close and get your magic damage in.
Plus, that Necro ulti is almost impossible to land on Storm.
Oh yeah.
It's so frustrating. You're just standing there trying to do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a smart ban too. Wind Ranger is definitely one of the stronger Drow combos as well, no matter what position you play it on. Kind of expecting Team Secret to go almost 4 or 5 range heroes here with their Drow. Maybe even 5, just because of the Phoenix as well.
Here comes the axe.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you want close distance. Is this going to be the position 5 axe that we've seen a lot?
Yeah,
I've seen quite a bit here and there in many different regions. People are playing the 5 axe, and it's honestly been really successful for many people. You just max the battle hunger, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who goes on what here. Axe conventionally, I think, would lead me to think KP more often than not.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like a Mushi hero, so I think KP and then maybe Febby.
Yeah.
But with the Phoenix there, it makes things a little more wonky. So I'm not entirely sure. But Team Secret with the Bane, that'll be Puppy's wonderful little hero for himself. Another ranged one. We'll keep on with your prediction of 5. Are you gonna go for 5? Settle with that?
I'm gonna go with 5. Since the axe pick came out as well, I think they will go 5 range. Yeah. I mean, it can be nice to have a front line though. Drow does thrive on having someone in front to tank stuff for you, but I think it's nice against Axe and Phoenix to have 5 range heroes, just easier to attack them. So we'll see what they want to do. And I like the flexibility of Axe maybe being a 5 support, maybe being an offlaner. We'll see if Mineski already are gonna tell us what it is by their next pick. But they could also snag up a carry right now. I'm so happy that they nerfed Terrorblade, by the way. Using this downtime here where they're thinking about their pick. Terrorblade, so frustrating, and now the fact they always has to have some mana for his Sunder on high level makes me so happy. I mean, any single diffusal hero is now pretty damn good against Terrorblade.
Like, I hadn't played TB in a long time, and then I kept forgetting in the middle of a team fight that I was getting EMP'd and I couldn't get Sunder off anymore. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to have to start learning how to manta dodge EMP then, aren't I? Because this game's impossible.
That's my solution.
Yep. You got to find the little things. Dark Willow.
Ooh.
Someone we don't see incredibly often here, but against a Drow lineup with that Terrorize. I mean, they're all very squishy. It's a long duration.
It's very good against Bane as well, as you provide multiple ways to cancel the Fiend script. You have a lot of control coming out. So it's good for that.
How long's Axe Call? 3 seconds?
3.2.
3.2? And Dark Willow Terrorize is like 4, 5, 6?
Yeah. Is it 4, 5, 6 or is it
3, 4, 5?
I need to
it's probably 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I think it is.
4, 5, 6 seems a little bit high now.
Let me just double check. I'm not a Dark Willow spammer.
Either way, you kind of have, you know, 7. Let's call it 7 seconds of disable.
Right, it's 4 seconds on all levels. That's what it is.
Oh, there's no
cooldown scaling downwards. Well, they do have incredibly good CC now, and especially if they get the call into fear. If they don't kill them during the call, they can scream, call them away.
With Supernova on top of that, they've got absolutely ridiculous team fight. If they can pull it off, it's going to come down to that jump.
I like Terrorize with Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's really good. Provides a lot of control, and the enemy pretty much have to have BKB for you to, or for them to be able to contest the egg. And here comes the Invoker from Team Secret. That's a nice one. That has to be a mid 1 Invoker, right? I'm not sure between Nisha and mid 1 100% who wants to play what in different scenarios, but I can't imagine. Mid 1's Invoker is really nice to watch.
Get that going for themselves. I'm pretty sure we'll be left with Zai's hero last. We did see a little bit of like Drow dual lanes and like the offlaner play Drow just to get level 6, and you were basically an aura bot.
Well,
I feel like Drow Ranger needs more than just that.
The thing is, offlane is almost the easier place to farm sometimes. You just send your carry offlane, basically get the farm there. Offlane is the most forgiving role of this patch. You can put any hero there, and very often they do really well, get items, and then move on. I mean, we even see tons of like offlane ogre nowadays, and they get that early Aghanim, suddenly multicasting everyone here and there. It's just because of the role.
Actually, that is something that's broken about Morphling, is getting juxtaposed from PL, getting multicast from Ogre, and getting Nimbus from Zeus without Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, Nimbus is, stuff like that is, I don't know.
Just ban the hero. don't play against it.
Played a game against Zeus, Zeus Morphling, and they kept double Nimbusing people. That was really frustrating.
Oh, man.
It hurt. It hurt.
I'm sure it did. Bat Rider ban against the Necro.
Yeah, it's just strictly about Necro, and honestly a little bit of Axe as well, I guess. But Necro against Batrider is one of the saddest matchups I've ever played. I've been on the Necro end of that deal, and it's not great.
Honestly, I feel like it's the only reason Batrider came back for a brief period. Was
Yeah.
Necro's like rising, then people realize like Batrider.
Yeah. You just slide in, get some 8 sticky napalms going.
Speaking of sticky and sliding in, Venomancer of a Team Secret
That's such
round
a-
up their 5 ranged hero draft.
So it was correct.
There you go.
Well, that's so Team Secrets. The Venomancer, it's a hero that they've been using for a long time, I feel like. Just looking back even historically, I don't know, something about Poppy and Venomancer, I guess.
10
Probably just
seconds
likes
remaining.
the control it gives. Now that's interesting. I
5
like
seconds
Veno against
remaining.
Axe here. It's going to be really hard for him to get some good calls off, considering the Veno wards really stop Blink Daggers.
Choose your
An
hero.
Alchemist coming back, Mineski. They want to keep doing something they did a little bit before. Playing the Alchemist in the previous series. But in this game, it looks like it might be a little bit more difficult to pull off. There are some good Alchemist counters, so to say. I mean, Enfeeble straight up is just doing a lot of minus damage for him with his super high attack speed. And even just Venomancer to control in. 1 Gale can sometimes be enough. But I don't know. Do you have a favorite here? Out of these two?
I'm trying to do the kind of, you know, the mental gymnastics in my head, trying to figure out what's going on here. Because I like the Alchemist up against the Veno. He's decent against the
10
Invoker. He's going to have
seconds
a reasonably good laning stage. I don't see anything particularly
5
amazing for
seconds
Yapzor to
remaining.
steal, but there's a couple of things which are, you know, kind of nifty. Dark Willow, pretty much anything from her is gonna help you out reasonably well. My main worry about this game in general is how quickly the Alchemist either accelerates or dies and loses the game.
I'm gonna go with Team Secret for the draft here. I think they have a lot of stability in their picks, and it is, by the way, Zion on Drow Ranger, and Nisha are gonna be playing the Venomancer.
Yep.
So talking about that off-laner Drow Ranger, get the aura thing going on. But I think Yapzor on Rubik in this game looks like he has a lot of stuff that he can steal and make plays with, and sometimes he just takes over a game by himself if you give him enough space. And this game he even has the Drow aura to help him, which some people forget. On a support, it actually can make a pretty big difference in your solo kill potential, or even just your ganks early on.
And just think about the Magnus days when we had, you know, Magnus and Rubik or Magnus Ogre or whatever, empowering your supports and punching people around.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing here, but globally from the Drow Ranger. But away we go. Game 1 of this best of 2, our second series of the day in this ESL One Hamburg 2018 group stage. Getting things kicked off with our first secret series to watch on the C stream here. And we can take a look at where these guys set up their lanes and take a look at the items they queue up as well. Yapzor, something that I always love to see is his itemization, and this is something that
Yeah.
we've seen a lot
Early
recently
boots.
from him, is that, well, early boots to start off with, but the Yule Scepter Rush on Rubik. A lot of Rubiks used to go Arcane's, oh, I say used to, but in recent times, the past 3 months, it's been like Arcane's Yules, and then like Blink Aghanims, luxury items come later. Yapzor's like, screw, is it Arcanes? I don't want to give my teammates mana. I'm going to rush my Yules myself.
So does he really skip Tranquils or anything? Does he not go for a single upgrade?
He goes for them later, but from what I've seen, he goes like stick Yules very quickly.
Wow, that's very interesting. So this is, by the way, a mid Venomancer to have a pretty strong lane against Alchemist and a safe lane Invoker.
30 seconds.
Interesting.
So Invoker and Bane gonna be working here together, and that's a lot of ranged harassment coming in here with the Brain Sap as well as the Exort Invoker.
Febby will have to fall back behind that tier 1. Mineski, who's this? Mushi's coming down here with the Dark Willow. Zai has what looks like gathered up the top bounty runes with the help of Yapzor, so we will keep our eyes down towards bottom. KP over on the bounty with Febby and Mushi nearby. They force Secret away. Puppy going very deep in behind enemy lines.
And he's like, oh, you're body blocking? How nice. I'm gonna take a picnic around this. Just gonna run around here and then TP back down bottom.
And there we have it. Puppy long gone. Mushi wasting a lot of time there.
Yeah.
maneuvering around. Mineski starts off with what? Phoenix and Axe. Febby and KP bottom. They've got the Puppy Bane and the mid one Invoker, like you rightly mentioned, down bottom with Moon, Alchemist against the Nisha Venomounts and mid, then top Zion, Drow, Yapsor, Rubik, and Mushi has maneuvered himself to help out JT's Necro and have this 2-1-2 really set in place. And for now, bottom lane just trading harass as much as they can, but the wave under this tier 1 might cause some problems for Secret. Fiery Spirits and KP here with a spin. He's just straight into cutting that wave and the double spin.
He's Spin Lord.
Look at him go.
Yeah. He's going crazy, man. That's a lot of spins.
Just keeps on going.
He's got some spin hack going on here. And meanwhile, Invoker. Look at Invoker. He's got like, these creeps are just chasing him. I kind of wish that Phoenix would have tried to focus harassing under tower there to deal some more damage to him, but he's helping out the Axe, just keeping the Bane off his back, which is also pretty fine. I think Axe would take much more damage if Bane was non-stop right-clicking him here.
Mid one. A point up in Quas now, so he's got himself that cold snap, but mainly the regen to keep him in the lane. Top, Zai is getting some pressure onto JT, but I really want to just keep my eyes on bottom. It's like a car crash, can't look away. Febby and KP, non-stop relentless damage here onto Puppy, who might be in a spot of bother. There's another Fiery Spirit here from Febby, looking to line it up. Puppy moving forward, Mango Brain Sap should be ready in a second or so, and Febby's been cold snapped here with no dive available. The Sunstrike from mid one pops him, and that will pay for all of this nonsense.
He underestimated the Invoker there. You don't think that he's gonna do anything, but mid one on his Invoker, he knows his limits.
You don't think he's going to do anything, but then he do.
Yeah.
Zai getting brambled up just a touch. JT, nice harass there towards the Drow and the Rubik. They've got themselves tangos, but no salves.
Yeah, they're slowly healing up, but this top lane is probably the hardest lane that they have, and even there, they are ahead in farm. I mean, the Axe is farming, but Invoker is not really too hindered, that's why I say. And especially with that first blood that he got, he's gonna find himself being pretty fine. Mid lane for Mineski though, this Alchemist has been denied quite a bit by Veno already. Only 8 CS against the 13 and 8. And that looks like a kill. He's gonna TP base, but that's painful. TPing to base is almost as painful as dying at this stage in the game.
It's a long walk out.
It is. It really is. Because that's the no boots walk of shame, you know. Takes a while to get back to that mid lane. And meanwhile, the Veno is just sitting there, holding the lane, denying a lot, making sure he doesn't push into a tower. This is like super important if you're forcing your opponent back. Just kill the lane. Make sure that nothing comes out of this. And this Alchemist will struggle to get momentum.
Mid one.
Oh, they want to dive.
They sure do. He's got himself an ice wall there, but I think mid one is done.
He is.
Puppy.
Can't spell I'm done without mid one.
You absolutely cannot. Top lane, the Yapsor moves towards Mushi's Dark Willow, pops into the Shadow Realm, pops him one in the back of the head. Get out of my lane, Yapsor. Leave me alone. Mushi does not want this Rubik and Drow sticking around. JT is going to play up in that creep wave as well, but we're going to look back down. Guess where? Bottom lane!
Yeah,
Febby and KP just never stop.
Yeah, they never have any creeps. They always kill the creeps first, so it's super hard for Invoker and Bane down here to not be susceptible to kills. And look at this surprise gank by Alchemist. He's like, I don't have a home. I'll just gank down here, I guess.
Acid spray.
Yeah,
Level
body
2.
blocks. Body
blocks and Puppy. Puppy's like, why can't I move? Where is this
Something
annoying
is wrong.
nonsense in my way? Mid one now. With Sunstrike ready, potentially looking for Febby, but it's a difficult one to grab. A point and stun casually leveled up here for Moon as he's hit level 4, cracks one out onto mid one. The Sunstrike will not connect. Febby walks it off as Puppy does save the Invoker for now. Nicely done with the TP rotation. Nightmare in. Oh, hello, Febby. Are you dropping here?
Those spins, though, those spins. He got him. I mean, the creep wave is really working for Mineski here.
How does he get those spins? And Nisha might just be grabbing one here. I don't know if Moon could have maybe
Wow.
denied himself with the concoction. It was difficult, you know, by all means, it was not an easy play to make.
He would have
Died beforehand,
died
right?
before,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't work. And he is level 4 flat right now against the level 6.5 Venomancer. This is you're talking about bottom lane being like a car crash. There's a train wreck going on the mid lane. This guy has nothing.
Wait, where did Febby die to Creep? Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
tactical.
tower, yeah, of course.
Tactical respawn suicide.
Sunstrike onto KP. Damage is good here with Nisha's help. 3-3-0
Yeah, scream. Be angry.
on this Veno. 3-3-0. He's got no wards. He's just gone maximum annihilation build.
It's standard build actually against Veno against Alchemist. You need to go for fighting builds that you would do this. Because if you go for the wards, there's a risk of them even being farmed by the Alchemist. But by doing this, you have really high kill potential. And I like it. It's very effective. He's gonna just chase the Alchemist now as well. So look how Nisha is no longer a mid laner. Now he's just roaming around. He went bottom, he ganked, had some success with that, and now you're just chasing. You even have Rubik coming in as well here to help. And can they steal the creeps too? Steal 2 of them.
Oh. Moon.
Killing spree.
Structures are fortified.
Oh, dearie me. What's his... 17-1, 6.5 minutes in. Axe,
Yeah.
38-0.
I mean, Alchemist is struggling to stay above the support in net worth now. That's
Do they have
not
a
a good
stun
sign.
here?
A dominating performance.
They don't need a stun here.
Good Sunstrike.
Thanks for
Good
playing.
Sunstrike. Level 2 Sunstrike only, but enough damage to help get the kill. And this is just Nisha. He's everywhere. He got level 6 on mid lane, and now he has face boots, and he's just roaming around killing everything. Ever since he got level 6, he started fighting. And now he goes Urn. I mean, who wouldn't go Urn if you are having impact like this? And I don't know what they're supposed to do against this. I think all of it comes down for Axe to be even more aggressive on taking tower, which he's doing now. So that's a good play. But you need to somehow make space for Alchemist for at least, like, you need to buy him like 10 minutes of recovery time.
He just hit level 5. Like,
Yeah.
literally just then hit level 5. He's farming the triple camps, trying to get himself back into this, but like you're saying, it feels like all these lanes need to be shoved out pretty hard by Mineski just to open the map up a little bit for them. With a cold snap here from Secret, though, they're the ones setting the pace of the game. Making
Oh, yeah.
sure to force Mineski back, and potentially even just defending this tier 1 is going to be a massive bonus for them, but we'll look up towards top, because guess who? It's Nisha. Knock, knock, JT. How you doing, bud? Oh, you've Ghost Shrouded, have you? Here, taste my poison. Venomancer gets it done with a mega kill streak, immediately TPing mid, but bottom lane, they've got a mid 1 kill onto Febby, looking for Mushi as KP dunks Puppy over towards the back. Charging towards Yapzor now, but will not be able to follow through. Mid 1. Cold snap in 5. KP wants this tower, but I don't think he can take it alive. Bane will TP in, KP gets the hell out, and there is the deny.
Yeah, good deny there. And I'm surprised Nisha is actually laning for a little bit here. He's actually standing
No.
on the mid lane, hitting creeps.
No.
This has to be false. False news.
Phase Earn Aquila into Hood. Doing some big utility items here on the Veno.
Yeah, this is all he needs to do, though. I feel like it's the entire reason they picked Veno is because he can do this. Top lane, we see some crazy fighting going on. Sunstrike is going to be a little bit off the mark. They're trying to bring down Zai, and they're going to be successful.
Oh, no way.
Not successful.
Mushi is in a spot of bother. Oh, never mind. Yapzor is out of spells, out of mana.
That was a nice save by Apsor there, coming in just in time to stop the death pulse from coming in from Necro. That was the difference between Necro getting a kill and healing up to full HP, and Drow surviving.
Puppy. Going in large. Dire side jungle gets a nightmare onto Mushi. Return the favor with that cursed crown. He was looking for Febby, though, as he will shift in towards the shrine. Mushi and Febby. Nice little sauna time between the two of them. As we take a quick look level-wise, 9.5 minutes in, we've got a Veno level 9. Already seen his items. Invoker's caught up pretty reasonably.
Yeah, he really has. And after the bottom tower was taken, he's actually finding himself getting more farm on bottom than before. Because now he can just kind of stand there, and he does have face boots to run away if something happens. Bane probably gonna go down here. He was going pretty deep, trying to be aggressive, but it's not the biggest kill, so it doesn't matter so much. Veno, though, finding kill onto Dark Willow, maybe. Got TP out. He'll be fine.
Yapzor wants to chase the Alchemist here. No ulti for 20 seconds. Not sure if he knows that, but he'll give up regardless as a tornado bottom, mid one in with a deafening blast. Takes down Febby. 3-3-2 build. I saw earlier he was 2-2-2 across his orbs. Going for a jack of all trades invoker for now, but transitioning back into that Quaswex, which we're seeing a little bit more of nowadays. That kind of 1 or 2 exort points. It's not prominent, I'm not going to say that, but it's something I've seen a handful of times now.
I think from here on, it's pretty much just exort all the way. The reason you do this build is because you get enough points in Quas to, first of all, get regen in lane, but also duration on your tornado, so you can set up spells for yourself. But the biggest part is just the HP regen on Quas. If you have 3 points, that's enough to stay full HP a lot. And now I think... he's actually
You think he's going exort?
He's actually looking like he might go full Quaswex.
So I've seen this mainly in the mid lane where people have started going back for like Alacrity and Forge Spirits just for like level 2 and 3. And then back into Quaswex for the kind of tempo. Oh my good JT. Sunstrike on top. Oh dearie me. JT, where have you gone? Dead again. Nisha unstoppable. And they will move on for more. Supernova going to get clicked down into the... Oh, maybe not. They're slowly attacking. Finally, the Fire Spirits wear off, and they go for Mushi, and he will be a bonus kill. Ticks down to the nice little urn, and that poison damage.
It's not a good sign when you have 3 people dying, and you're being pushed on the 2 side lanes as well. That's really, really tough. That was a nice valiant attempt with the egg there. Maybe if he could get it onto the kind of high ground spot here, below the big camp.
Yeah.
That could have been a good spot to get the egg, but not gonna be enough. And this Venno is just the story of the game. He's everywhere and he's active.
And normally I'd say, or I'd look at KP and say, well, fortunately Blink Dagger's nearly here, but he's against the Venno.
Yeah, he is against the Venno. Sometimes we even see Force Staff being bought instead. I still think that Force Staff is too difficult to execute. But what you need to do is make some smoke rotations when you have your Blink Dagger. That's really what you need to look to here from Mineski.
I think Puppy might be dead, you know.
Yeah.
He's forced the rotation of 3 heroes up top, and Secret actually looking to continue this fight. Maybe a false sense of security for JT, but they're going to TP in the Axe. Blink, ready. Gust is there.
He's
no
silent.
call. Lifted. Telekinesis back and away. Yapzor says goodbye. Quick dive forward from Febby, and Yapzor might just be losing his life here. Into the Shadow Realm he pops. The stun won't connect thanks to it. So Moon will have to wait this out, biding his time for KP to jump in again with a call. And with all of this, 5-man rotation, taking a good solid minute, they get 2 support kills.
You know, Nisha is in a weird spot because they have a ward and they've seen him. So he's trying to go for a TP out here, and it's not gonna work. They even commit the egg here. Can he get the courier? He gets it.
It takes a while to kill him, hey?
It takes a while, and he got the courier before dying, so he's honestly not that sad about it. The courier is quite a big kill. However, he did feed a lot of gold. He was a really, really big kill.
600 gold almost there going to KP. Give me that flight recap.
Yeah,
Dota 2. Where are you? Come on.
Yeah, those kill messages, they don't really do justice to the amount of golds that you get for kills.
1400 almost.
Yeah.
Like the axe, I mean, what did it say there? It said 564 or something?
Exactly.
The axe got 800.
Yeah, it's just dumb. I've never been happy with the kill message feed. It's just incorrect. They should show the amount of gold you get, not some other stupid number.
It's like the amount of gold you get without any bonus, like just a flat.
It doesn't take into account AoE golds, is what I believe is the thing. And I'm not 100% sure, but it might not show the kill streak gold as well. Either way, it's just really, really bugged. I think it should show the total gold that you gain from a kill.
Oh, nice, mid one. Has this one observer ward so he can see people coming from this angle, so he just like widens his approach, so he has double spots where you can see down into the little plateau there.
Yeah,
finds KP smoked and
meanwhile, they're sneaking in a Roche here. They have good vision, and they saw, of course, that attempt bottom, so this is a good time as any to just go for the Roche up.
And then we have Zai with the Alacrity. Mid one has sprinted himself all the way from that Radiant jungle through to Roche. Aegis claimed.
And now we already have Spirit Vessel against the Alchemist as well. Alchemist, who at 15 minutes is still only dreaming about having the Relic. Not just the entire Radiance, but even just one component of it.
Mineski, I don't know if you want to fight around here. High ground already held by Secret as they move in onto JT. It's a good supernova though, over the top. Right clicks, where are you? Nisha started off with Yapso trying to help out, but he's already gone. Zai with a gust onto 2, and Nisha surviving through it all. Mid one finally arrives as Moon sprinting away. Has absolutely nowhere to hide. The high ground will be held, taken, reclaimed again. As Secret missed out the ice wall there for mid one onto the axe, but they've got the cold snap. Easily caught. And
It's gonna be one of the slowest kills ever, but he'll get it.
Where's his team?
He's working on it. He's like, I'm just gonna farm a creep first. He's still hunting him.
I'm just going to let the axe blink away.
He gave up. It's too much work killing an axe on your own.
I think like if he has +1 there, it's all worthwhile. You can get it done.
Yeah, I'm surprised that nobody went with him, but they immediately went towards mid with everyone, so the push is gonna happen all the faster. And that's tier 2 taken down. Looking easy. Bottom, Axe is still sticking around here. He wants to set up for his team, but he needs more.
They do not have Supernova.
Yeah. I mean, it's not an easy kill, and he actually gets scanned out now. So now he has to run. He does have the blink, so blinks into a tree line. They might know that he doesn't have TP ready, though. They're hunting. Soundstrike to scout or Nado?
Ooh.
Okay. Probably not gonna find him unless he nados.
He's gonna do it. Mid one's got it. He's gonna tornado right here.
He invoked it, but he gave up.
Aww.
Yeah, a little bit too high.
Well, in the meantime, tier 2 tower bottom gonna fall. Catapult.
They do have catapults, so they could go high ground here with the alacrity catapults. It's pretty strong. The attack speed increase with the Drow aura. That
damn.
catapult would take tower really fast if they pop it.
87 damage on your old Carty. Where's this alacrity then, mid one? Where's this alacrity then? They're going to punch the tier 3 down to half HP. Mineski start TPing people back to defend. 4 here so far with Alchemist still top. Oh, he's still 1,400 away from that relic to finish his Radiance. And the racks, they're already dropping. No TPs back from Secret. They are hard committing for this. Good little scouting on the western front there to make sure Axe doesn't get a free ticket in.
Venno is just standing there. He's like, okay, who's coming in? He's got all the Venno wards down as well, but nobody can defend this.
And this is where it feels pretty bad to be an Axe, because you don't want to jump a solo Venno. Especially with Aegis, you don't have enough to kill him once, never mind twice.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to go on an Aegis Venno. This is just the downside of being really far behind, though. The story of the game.
Yeah.
If you're behind by 11,000 net worth and you're running a mid Alchemist at 17 minutes, you're in trouble. It doesn't matter what heroes you have. It's just going to be very hard. I don't know. This Venno has single-handedly shut down Alchemist in this game, actually. And then Bane has been... Look at Puppy, man. He's always just running around looking for a way to mess with the enemy. How many times have we seen him get caught out and killed? Well, it doesn't matter. He's just aggressive.
See, the thing is, it feels as if Puppy does not know the difference between Radiant and Dire. He's just like playing on the Dire side of the map. Like, I honestly don't think I've seen him once this game on the Radiant side of the river. He's always pressing forward. We'll watch here as Mushi and Moon both fall, and becoming a bit of a foregone conclusion at this point as Mineski lose 2. The tier 2 top not going to get pressured thanks to the creep wave, but you know what's better than a tier 2 Waga?
What is? I can't imagine anything.
I think it's a tier 3.
Oh. I thought you were going to say racks or something.
Tasty tier 3.
Ridiculous, like taking racks.
Something ridiculous
that's so awkward. Where you drop egg and nobody cares at all.
They're not hitting it, they're not dying to it, they're not getting, nothing's happening.
It's just like the egg happened. Alchemist laughed at least. He needs some joy in his life.
He sure did. Here we go, channeling the concoction. Alchemist is in. Stuns up Zai, but Moon has already had to... Oh, God! Hello? That Spirit Vessel is actually destroying him. That is obnoxious as hell. They do get the Yules up onto the axe as well, as Yapsor steals what exactly? Fiery Spirits. That's a good amount of damage to come in towards KP as the Berserker calls up, but there's the GG. Mineski tap out and Secret with a... We're having a fair few of these one-sided dominations, aren't we, Waga?
In what would be the most one-sided game of the day so far, by quite a bit. I mean, we did have the Brood Mother and, you know, running the show and so on, but this was pretty brutal to watch. I think Mineski, they picked the Alchemist probably feeling a little bit like, yeah, it worked before, you know, we want to make it work again, but Secret, they've done their homework. They know how to deal with an alchemist. You just put a Venomancer there, and suddenly it's a very, very hard game for Alk without help. And I was surprised by the bottom lane, the Invoker Bane lane.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a bait, of course, the bait and switch, because they thought it was Invoker mid, and they're like, yeah, we can play Alchemist against that. We can
fine.
farm against that.
Don't
and
worry.
then suddenly you're going against Nisha instead on his Veno, and it's not at all any fun.
One thing I do wish is when you like, I love this screen. I wish the net worth would shift as well.
Yes, sliding up the net worth. Yeah.
So it'd just be nice to see, like, the first 3-4 minutes was a bit shaky, and then from there on outwards it was pretty smooth sailing for mid one to get through that game. Yeah, graph wise, trending towards Secret pretty much the majority of the game. I'm not sure about this down here, Mr. Dota Plus.
Win probability graph is very bugged sometimes.
They probably took a tier 1, and that gave them a chance, was it? I don't know.
Well, sometimes it works out just fine, and sometimes it has hiccups. That's just how the win probability works. I've seen it many times as well, and yeah, they did take the bottom tier 1. That's probably why it favored it. But that mid tier 1 bottom was not necessarily in their favor, because then mid 1 just stood there with his Invoker, and there's no reason to gank him because you won't get, a tower for killing him.
Alrighty then, game 2 coming up in just a little bit. We'll take a short break, guys, and see you then.